Hello, welcome to Gratitude and Harmony. I am truly grateful that you're here today. If you visited me before, thank you for coming back. And if you're brand new here, have no idea how appreciative I am that you're checking us out today. My name is Adam, and this channel is all about sharing faith, hope, and encouragement through music in real life. What I'll do is each week I'll pick a song, and from that song I'll pick a couple of lyrics or a chorus or something and build a little devotional around it. So I hope you're encouraged by what I talk about today. Today's song is a fun, upbeat little song by Ann Wilson called God Story. And I want to begin by asking an obvious question. Have you ever been through a time in your life or times in your life where you know what, you felt down, you felt depressed, you were stressed, you were going through some grief, or you were just plain exhausted and you couldn't see your way out. You had no answer. You felt like I'm just done. Well, this song, God's Story, kind of starts with that. And in those situations, it's easy to think God is far away. He's not here. He can't help me. But in truth, God is closest to us when we're hurting. Scripture tells us that the Lord is near the brokenhearted, not the strong, not the perfect, the broken. Just because you're going through something difficult doesn't mean that your story is over. And I'm saying this not because it's comforting, but because I've lived it. There have been numerous times that I can think of that, wow, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. And God got me through it. And I would really love to tell you an entire story, but you don't want to be here for that long of a video. But I'm going to kind of give you a quick Cliff Notes version of a time where an example of what I'm talking about. I had a job that I absolutely loved. This would have been about 10 years ago when they were making some cuts and I had to be let go. It was devastating. It really was. And I didn't know what I was going to do next. Now, and I did get a job later, but it wasn't something that I knew that was going to take me for the rest of my life. But it did, help provide. So there was a period of time when I just said a prayer to God, and I just asked Him, God, I have this idea of what I want to do next, but I don't know if that's what you want me to do. If it is, please let me know and I'll do it. If there's something else that you would like me to do, show me a sign. And I'm not kidding. A few days later, literally a few days later, and it was a Friday night, I remember exactly, a mentor of mine, someone I trust dearly, made a suggestion to me about something that I could do. She knew what I was about, what I was good at, and suggested something, and I was like, that actually sounds neat. I did some research on it and obviously prayed about it. I had to take some classes and do a 300-hour internship before I could even get licensed to do this particular job. So it was difficult, and I decided to do it. And there were again, trying to make this long story short, there were a lot of challenges along the way. There were a lot of tears and a lot of prayers in between me getting a job doing this after doing all the classes and the internship. But through that hard work, I finally did get a job in the field. It took a few years, but it finally happened. And since then, that was about 5 years ago. Since then, I've moved up. I moved a couple school. I've moved schools, and I've moved up, and now I have a great job. And when I look back, there's a line in this song where Anne sings, "I can see his fingerprints on every single page," and I can look back now and go, "Wow, I can see through all of that time when I was between the prayer and getting that first job and leading to my current job where God was guiding me. He was teaching me, making me grow. He was providing for my family and I. That's unbelievable. And I could see his grace and his patience. And most importantly, the most difficult thing I can see now that I couldn't see then, and it's difficult for all of us, is his timing. That's something we don't understand when we're going through difficult times, is God's timing, because we want it to happen right now, right? We're in this world where we expect things to happen right now, and when it doesn't, we get even more discouraged. And I can tell you that was happening. But I can look back now and just see his timing. And that whole time, I can tell you he was writing my God story. And that leads me to my favorite line in the song. It's just a little line in the second half of the chorus, and I like it because it's so appropriate. It goes like this. I'm proof that we're all only one prayer away from a testimony. I want to keep going, but I can't. I don't want to get caught by the copyright police today, so we're going to have to stop it right there. But what a great line. We're only one prayer away from a new testimony, a new story. And I'm proof that it's never too late for God to write a new chapter. I never thought I would be doing something new at 50 years old, but that's what he did. No matter what you're going through, you're not forgotten. You're not too far away. Matter of fact, you're probably closer than you think. Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all who are weary and heavy burdened." God specializes in unfinished stories, and your one prayer could lead to a whole new direction, a whole new story. One honest moment just saying, God, I need you. That could be the start of your new testimony, your new God story. And you know what? I would love to hear your God story if you would like to tell it to me. So please, if you have something that would be a great story to read, put it in the comment section. I'd love to read it. If you're going through something right now, please put it in the comment section. I will pray for you. You don't have to tell me what you're going through. You can if you want, but you don't have to tell me. Just say, I could use some prayer right now, and I will pray for you. I would love to do that for you. And lastly, I have linked this song, God's Story by Ann Wilson, in the description. Click on it and take a listen to it. It's a great little song. So I hope this encouraged you this week. Go out and ask God to be there with you no matter what you're going through. In the meantime, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the one that created the stars. Have a blessed week. Make your own God story.